So, friends of universe, global people, here goes my wife Rima. After getting the confidence after yesterday's uses of earthen pot in cooking, she is now making full-fledged meal and dinner using the earthen pots. Okay, see not only she is using the earthen pot, but see the spatula. The ordinary spatula, right? This is how we have seen, or rather, this is how the Indian people have cooked for many thousands of years before all kinds of modern utensils came into the market, or rather being flooded into the market, and a lot of gradually the Indian middle class families started using glass. What is it called? Glass-made, utensils, as we find in particularly in European and American countries. But now again, somehow I think this earthen pot has become uses of earthen pot has become very popular across many cities of Bharat, and we can feel it, and because of the easy availability of in the marketplace. These are now people are in fact have started again using it with joy, with joy and courage, and rather the particular kind of the courage to retain who we are, when the cultural, I shouldn't say war, but when the cultural kind of competition is going on across the globe, not to establish anybody's superiority, but actually retaining who we are or how we started our civilizations. And the best point of the civilization of Bharat is that the same ethos have been flowing for thousands of years, maybe 10,000 or 15,000 years ago, till from the time of Ramayana and Mahabharata. The same ethos are flowing. Only thing is that in between, there were some 700, 800 years of kind of breaks, or rather the forceful break by invaders from Muslims and Mughals and then Britishers. But then again, I think and then of course after independence, of course because of willful blindness, Hindus never realized the real power of their own civilization. Now at least after the BJP government came to the power, and after the government's active participation, after the government is actively promoting again the ethos of Bharat, people of Bharat have awakened, and they have started realizing the real power of them, the originality, and that's why whatever we are seeing, the kind of the proliferation of uses of Sanskrit, the language Sanskrit in Indian railway system, in the announcement of platform, and uses of such earthen pot, which is being made popular across the Bharat, and so this is what actually we are reclaiming who we are, and this is kind of we are presenting the original Bharat, as I mentioned in my blog also. It's kind of this kind of you may say let's discard unity in diversity, and let's embrace unity through unison. This was Bharat, and this was at every nook and corner of Bharat. There was no diversification. This was the same across Bharat, and that's why when I say yes, let's discard unity in diversity, and now let's embrace unity through unison through all such uses of earthen utensils in the kitchen, and also we promote why we should have one single language, the Sanskrit, which should bind the whole Bharat from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Anyway, so this is again Rima with full confidence have started using earthen pot, and this is the representing today's.
Can I just barge in a bit?
Sure.
Today I've made, this is saag, this is red amaranthus, saag as we call in India. There are couple of stories rather related to Lord Krishna with saag. it's said that when Duryodhan invited him, when he went to Hastinapur as a messenger of peace before the great war of Mahabharat, Duryodhan invited him to have lunch, a sumptuous lunch with him. But Krishna refused, and he rather went to Vidur's house to have the sag and roti, that is chapati. There is another story related to Krishna, that is Duryodhan to just humiliate the Pandavas, and so that the wrath of
When they were in exile.
when they were in exile, he was so envious of the Pandavas that he asked Rishi Durvasha, who was very quick to get angry, and he used to curse. I mean, without even thinking much, he used to curse. Curse whoever has done any mistake. So he asked Durvasha Rishi to go to the Pandavas, meet the Pandavas when they were in exile. So the Rishi with all his group of other Rishis went to the Pandavas just after they were done with the lunch, and they went obviously without any informing them. So what happened, and it's so said that Draupadi had a vessel in which if she cooks and after she has finished eating, that's when the food in that vessel will actually get over. Before that, the food will never be, the vessel will never be empty. So on that particular day, before the Rishis reached the Pandavas, Draupadi had actually finished her lunch. So when the Rishis went, the Pandavas were they were very worried, because first, according to our ritual, we cannot let any guests go without feeding them, and secondly there were the Rishis, and thirdly it was Rishi Durvasha, with whom you just can't reason. So Yudhishthir was very scared, but anyways he asked the Rishis to take a bath and said that please go and take a bath, till that time we'll get the lunch ready.
Yes.
But Draupadi was very scared because she didn't have there was nothing left, because they used to beg for food, so, and they were dependent on the alms that they were getting.
Yes.
So there was no food in the house that she could cook, and as she had also eaten, the vessel was empty. So she got very scared, and she started praying to Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna, being the benevolent one, immediately came in, and when he heard about their problem, he just, there was a piece of rice grain stuck to the vessel along with a bit of sag, as I said, the bit of sag. So he ate it and said, let the whole world be fed. Let all of them feel that they have been fed. So the moment he said that, the Rishi Durvasha and his team, they actually felt as if they have eaten a lot. They're absolutely full, so they couldn't eat anymore. They can't eat anymore. So they said that no, we can't go back to Yudhishthir's ashram, because he will, when he serves us, and we won't be able to eat. So it will be they'll feel very bad. We'll be very, it will be like disrespecting the food. So we can't go back to the ashram. So the rishis actually fled from there. So this is the story of Lord Krishna and Sag. That's what I have cooked today.
This one is Sag. Yeah, this one is Sag.
And hope you like the stories as well. And I'm sure Som will enjoy the Sag as well.
Yes. So in Bharat, there are many stories, and there are great stories, great moral stories. I grew up listening to great stories from my grandfather, and fortunately, Rima, although she was being, raised with all English medium schooling background, all everything, and the kind of, you have understood the kind of English she uttered. So she's very good, and she has studied, all the American authors, many American authors, but still the ethos are going on, flowing on, and we are very, very fortunate. I'm very fortunate to get such a marvelous wife who is well versed with not only modern American literature, starting from if I later on I will ask her to narrate many stories from American authors, and but she haven't discarded what we have or what we are actually, who we really are. We are still the same kind of children who love to listen to these great stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Vedas and all these things. Okay, great going. Rima, good that you have started, and the most important part is that we are trying to play our role in not promoting. I shouldn't say promoting, but in actually reinstating who we are. So this is the reclaiming who we are. Thank you, Rima. Great, congratulations.